Hey guys, it is Monday here in West Virginia, so it is time for us to do our Mopar Monday. And our background has kind of been switched up a little bit here. Over the weekend, I decided to redo my Mopar shells and cabinet and move the Danbury Mint, or Franklin Mint, 125th Pro Street 58 Plymouth over next to the 118th Christine and the other Plymouths and Dodges and everything like that. And I moved my fuel altered gassers over here, even though probably I would say 3 out of the 4 are probably Hemi powered, probably the old school 392s and such. But besides that, they're not Mopars. So now everything over there are Mopar. So that's kind of cool. Mopar or Predator, I should say. It's where I also store my action figures. Now, the cabinet behind us that you see here is full of different types of race cars. A lot of gassers and a lot of Mopars, yes. And a few lowriders on the very bottom. So, anyways, these cars here, the little fuel alters, fit in much, much better on this display area than they did over there. So anyways, the cars we're focusing on today, though, are some Dragstrip Demons from the 09 series, and there were 2 wheel variants in the 09 series. There were no wheel variants in the 10 series, but in the 09 series, there were 2, and they both happened to be Mopars. So we're going to be taking a look at them. The first one is probably the most obvious. The second one is more subtle. So this is the more common of the number 5 Sox and Martin 68 Barracuda. It's number 5 of 30 cars released for 2009, and this is the more common one that you'll find, and probably my favorite of the 2, because it's got kind of a more I guess common looking wheel for that era. The back tires are a little bit small in my opinion. Even not my opinion, they are just like way too small. But the wheels are era correct, like ET slots with Goodyear white letter tires. The front wheels and tires should have been perfect if they would have just done something bigger on the back. Maybe something like their Pro Stock Dusters have, or their other variants of this have. It would have just looked much, much better. But anyways, not too bad. And the variant is this guy here. And as you can see, it is obviously much different. You would even think, wow, they did the 68 CUDA again. Maybe it's a different number, or maybe it's from 2010. No, it's the same car. Both are number 5. And this guy here, I'll take him off the card. I just taped it for the thumbnail photo. Let me get this off the camera and pull this Scotch tape off. I just put a little piece on there to seal the blister down so it wouldn't keep flopping around for the pic for the video. And anyways, this car doesn't look bad or anything. I'm not trying to say that it's a bad looking car. It just looks more toyish than the other one. This one definitely does not have any originality to it of like the real Sox and Martin car. This one, as I said, could pass because the wheel diameter and such is correct. It just looks like they have like street tires on the back instead of their slicks or something. And sometimes they did that for towing purposes, depending on like the fenders on their trailer or something may not clear because the slick's hanging out or something like that. But yeah, this one would have passed. Now this one won't, because this looks like the 68 Barracuda is sitting on like 20-inch wheels or something like that. But they did try to get it right with the style, the 5-spoke style that looks like a Krager SS or an American wheel. It's pretty good. And then they also did the low profile tire in the back. I have to give them credit for it because they did do Goodyear white letters on it, which is pretty cool. And you can see the front tires are black wall. on both sides. So they did try to make it look like that would be a slick, even though it is treaded tires all the way around. But still, they put in the effort and gave it white letters and such. But this is going to be your harder one to find of the two. Still, yet it's not a huge amount of money and price difference. Probably this guy here goes for about $20. Brand new on the card. You can get one if you shop around for about $20. This one here probably is going to be about 25. So there's not a huge price difference, but this one is a lot harder to find if you start searching on eBay. Probably only one out of like 4 listings is going to have this wheel combination. The other 3 will be this guy here. So, as I said, this is your most obvious wheel variant. Now, the second one is a little more subtle, and it is of number 7 of the 30. And it is of Roland Leon's Hawaiian 69 Charger funny car. And this one is only a front wheel variant. Back wheels are the same. The 5-spoke gold anodized or slightly gold plated looking wheel on the rear, but the front wheels are different. So this is the one we took a look at a while back. Actually, I think it was with this Barracuda, ironically. Not that one, but this one. We unboxed this guy, and this guy was loose. I think that's how it went down. We did that about, I don't know, a month, maybe 2 months ago. So this is a very cool casting. This is when this casting first appeared. They did 2 of them, Roland Leon's Hawaiian, and then they had the Shaky Situation purple Charger. But I think Shaky Situation was for 2010, if I'm not mistaken. They both could have appeared for 2009, but I think Shaky Situation appeared in 2010. So anyways, the wheel variant is this guy here. So as you can see, what drag racers call bicycle spokes is what it's running on the front. And it's kind of a rarity to see this actually in real life on a funny car. These are mostly used on rails, like the dragsters. Some people, old drag racers, probably know them like I do, as rail jobs or something, because it looks like a rail, a big rail. Just a straight piece of metal with wheels and tires on the front and back and a motor in the middle. So anyways, yeah, the front engine dragsters ran these, what we call bicycle spokes, quite often. Funny cars did not, because they did not handle a lot of weight. So cars that were like bodiless or very small bodied cars, such as the Bantams and other fuel altereds that just basically have no weight on the front of the tires, so they have these bicycle spokes. And that's what this one has. Now, this guy here sometimes isn't so hard to find for a reasonable price, because not many people even pay attention and notice this one, because it doesn't jump out at you like this one did. Because you can obviously tell there's something going on here that's different from the other one. Now, these 2 next to each other, it just doesn't pop out as obvious. So a lot of people overlook it. And I've checked and I've researched these cars because I've been messing with the Dragstrip demons since day 1. I just got out of the hobby and quit collecting them for a while. Now I'm trying to obtain them again. And I went through all of them and searched and looked around, and there are no more front wheel variants that I've ever seen. And if there are, if somebody happened to find one, I'm going to say it's more of an error than a variant, because they're going to be super rare, like 1 of 1 or 1 of 10 or something like that. Now this guy here probably, I'm going to guess and say like 25% of the production had the bicycle spokes. I don't know. I don't know any numbers on these guys at all, but I'm going to say, though, if you're really looking for the bicycle spoke one, it's probably going to be a little rarer than the Barracuda. It's probably going to be a 1 out of 5 or 1 out of 6. You'll find a bicycle spoke, but the Barracuda It's probably 1 out of 3, 1 out of 4. You'll find this guy. And as I said, neither one is going to run you an arm and a leg to obtain them for your collection. They're still reasonably priced variations. So there's a lot of variations out there that people don't notice. Just like the Richard Petty satellite that we unboxed yesterday. I did not even know there was a wheel variant of that car until I really started looking into it to make sure that the Hall of Fame car had real riders on it. That's what I was trying to reassure myself, that it was real riders on it and not plastic wheels like the one that I had from the one NASCAR set. I wanted to make sure the one I was buying for $20+ had real riders, and sure enough, it did. It had real riders, and the ones that I had seen had the dark blue wheel. The one that I got has black wheels. So I'm going to assume that there's an wheel variation out there. One has black plastic wheels and one has blue plastic wheels. I'm not sure that there's a difference in the wheels. I think they're the same style wheel, but just the colors are different. One's black, one is dark blue. So guys, that's it for our Mopar Monday. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I enlightened you on some details that you were not aware of. And maybe you can dig through some of your old boxes and find these variants. You may have them and never even knew you had them. So thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy the start of your week, and we will be back again probably tomorrow or Wednesday, because I have some trucks I'd like to unbox for you guys for a Truckin' Tuesday. So maybe we'll try to get that in for you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys.